Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards, and in this video I'm going to be doing a request that someone asked for, specifically going for Inquisitor Greyfax running a few Custodes and powerful melee bodyguards. I have run a deck like this in the past. One thing to note though, Inquisitor Greyfax did get nerfed significantly in a recent balance pass, so her special rule is not nearly as strong as it used to be. Especially in the regular 200 point mode, it's not nearly as impactful. So now the wording for Inquisitor Greyfax's special rules: for every 5% of unused deck points, you get a 5% buff to all of your stats, up to a maximum of 75%. Now in a 200 point deck, this means you have to, for every 10 unused points, you get a 5% buff. In a 400 point deck, it's double that, so for every 20 unused points, you get a 5% buff. In the past, it used to be just for every 5 unused points, you got a 3% buff, so of course, in Apocalypse mode, it was ridiculously overpowered. Now in this deck we got Trajan Valoris. Of course, he's got a powerful melee attack, but a decent ranged attack as well, with Furious Charge. We've got Alea and Valerian, who got buffed in a recent patch, so they're actually quite a bit stronger now, 86 melee, and I do have them at level 9, so they got the Furious Charge for 40%. And then we got the Alaris Custodian with Shield. This is a card that I don't really use very much. I've had it forever, so it's at a high level, but it's not really the one that I would choose. It is quite tanky though. We've also got Severina Rain, which is a very useful legendary, only 12 points, but Inspiring Presence and Outflank, and very good stats for the cost. Unfortunately, mine is only at level 3, so again, not really the best choice in my collection. And then finally we got the Crusader with Taunt, 5-point card, very useful of course, to protect your more valuable cards. Greyfax herself I have at level 9, so she is quite strong. So in the 200 point game mode, this deck would be getting a 20% buff to the attack and health of all the cards in the deck. Now the problem is that with the wording of the new special rule, it's for every 10 points, so since we have 5 points remaining, you might as well throw in an extra bodyguard that is 5 or less points. I would recommend maybe this one if you want some more healing, or the dog is pretty good as well if you just want more melee attack. Those would make this deck a little bit better. I personally like going for damage, so I would actually swap out the Alaris Custodian and Severina Rain for Curtis Hicks, who I have at level 8. He is insanely powerful for his cost, so this would free up some more points and give you just an overall greater boost to your stats. 60 leftover points in this case, which would give you a 30% boost to all stats in the 200 point game mode. However, I do want to just run the exact deck that was asked for, so we'll be playing a match in Apocalypse mode, 400 points, running these 5 bodyguards. So in Apocalypse mode, for every 20 points we get a 5% boost, so that's a 60% boost to all the stats of everything in this deck, which is pretty good. But yeah, let's go ahead and deploy and see this deck in action. I've only played Apocalypse mode a couple times, and in the few times I played it, I think I usually got matched up against a really extremely weak deck, so hopefully that doesn't happen here, because we do want a fair fight as much as possible. We're up against Inquisitor Greyfax, so a mirror match. We'll see what kind of bodyguards they're running and what levels they're at. Okay, level 1. Well, that's not really a fair fight, I'm afraid, but what can you do? You really have no control over what's happening here. Now, if you look at them, they're running a lot of bodyguards, a lot of points worth of bodyguards, so it's only a 25% boost they're getting versus our 60%. So, okay, we'll drop Alea and Valerian over here. Should be able to knock out this Battle Sister with the Furious Charge. 173 melee there. 154 with Valoris. The Armored Sentinel over there. So it looks like they're going for a ranged deck. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll just drop the Alaris Custodian here in the center. And yeah, even this guy, 126 melee on him. Precision Shot will take out one of the shields. But yeah, we'll very easily be able to clear the board here on this first turn. Trajan Valoris did not even need to attack here. I guess his Furious Charge did something, but... Alright, next round of guys, we got some enemy Custodes. We got some Endless troops as well. Vindicare Assassin targeting Alea and Valerian. Okay, they could do, well, not very much damage, I'm afraid. The counterattack from Valoris's ranged attack takes down one of those troopers. And then on our turn, let's see how much damage we can do here. 453 total damage, so still quite a lot, even after the nerf to Greyfax. Yeah, these guys are doing a lot of damage here. And I'm surprised. It doesn't seem like they were running very many expensive bodyguards, so I'm actually surprised that they're getting such a low boost to their stats. Not really sure why that is, but yeah, we'll just keep going melee. It's what these guys do best. Just smashing through the enemy ranks. And I feel almost kind of bad. I did want to see Greyfax's stats herself, but guess we will not get a chance because our troops are just way too strong. So yeah, there you have it. Pretty powerful. The Alaris Custodian, I gotta say, it's not actually that bad of a choice, at least in Apocalypse mode, because, yeah, with those shields, the thing can survive for quite some time. However, I do think Greyfax is a little bit underpowered in just the regular 200-point mode, and would not be my Warlord of choice anymore, unless maybe running Curtis Hicks. That would still be pretty powerful, but I think a better Warlord, in terms of melee, is actually just Canoness Viridian. So this is the deck I'm running with her currently. So we got Curtis Hicks, Trajan Valoris, Celestine, Alea, and Valerian. We've got the Electro Priest with Deathblow, Crusader with Taunt, and then the Healer, and then the Dog with Scout as well. So you get a few extra attacks in. You got all these powerful bodyguards. Some of them very tanky, like Celestine will just survive for a very long time. But yeah, overall this deck is quite strong, and one I've been using in Ranked this season for Servants of the Emperor. Yeah, let me know what you think of Greyfax after she got nerfed, if you're still using her, and if you're still able to win as much as you were in the past with her. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.